Welcome back to Vola Tv. I'm Barry Wright, Deputy Head at the Academy. I'm delighted to be joined today on Friday, the 26th of February, by one of my colleagues, Fiona Palin. How are you, Fiona?
Good afternoon, Barry. I must say I'm buzzing to be here today.
I'm delighted to be joined by you. I'm also delighted to say that we're going to be joined by a couple of our senior students later on who are going to give us some of their thoughts about the return to school, the partial return to school this week. But first of all, Fiona, could you tell us a little bit about some of the work that you're doing just now to recognise the efforts of our students during this time of lockdown?
Yes, Barry, indeed. I'm going to mention the work we're doing to praise our young people that are working at home remotely just now. So what's happening just now is we've had more data in from all our teaching staff on how pupils are engaging. And what we're doing, there was a period in we issued praise in mid-February to all pupils, S1 to S6, and now what we was doing was looking at the information again, and I'm pleased to say from the senior school, S4, S5 and S6, we've got pupils that never received a letter last time, and they're going to be getting one this week. So there's about 25 pupils that I'm focusing in on that we'd like to recognise. And to get one of these letters, you need to engage, and you need to engage well in all your subjects in senior phase. So some pupils that, if you're sitting watching this today and you haven't had a letter, it's because there'll be one subject or two subjects whereby we think that you could be doing better. So that's why you don't have your praise letter yet, but this is something to strive for next time that we issue these letters. So we're going to be doing this on a sort of 2 or 3 week cycle in order to praise pupils. In terms of S1, S2, S3, we'll be getting the engagement data in from staff next week on Monday, and I'll be going through that same process, looking for good engagement in most of your subjects in broad general education. So if you're watching this, if I'm an S1, S2 or S3 pupil, this is the week to really get the effort in, because you're going to maximise your chances of getting one of these letters. And Barry, can I just say the impact of these letters? We had many emails into the school from parents delighted to receive a letter. Parents were pleased, parents were grateful that we're recognising pupils' efforts under these difficult circumstances, and it was really great that parents were letting us know that we were making a difference. So I was really pleased about that.
Brilliant. And to the students who are working so hard, if you're getting one of these letters, you really are getting it right. You really are. You're engaging in all of your subjects. You're doing really well, and that's the take-home message from that, isn't it, Fiona?
Yeah. We keep saying it's difficult circumstances. Now, as we move with senior phase pupils in the practical subjects coming in, we will be recognising the pupils that are coming in where they can for the practical subjects, and we'll be taking that into account in the next lot of data that we're looking at. Okay, so my focus this week is analysing the senior phase data, and then next week it will be the broad general data that I'll be looking at.
That's great, and I suppose it's part of what we're always trying to do to engage with parents and to make sure that parents have got as much information as they possibly can. And I know that you've got a very active role, Fiona, with the Parent Council, and we've got a really, Parent Council we really value, who gives a lot of great information and feedback about how they feel things are going. You've got a wee bit you want to say about what's coming up with the Parent Council?
Yes, the Parent Council, this session is operating remotely, okay, so we meet on a Google Meet, and it's a monthly meeting, and it's something that is a first for me, this session, and it's a really warm, friendly, warm and friendly meeting, and very well structured by our chair, Mary Stern. And just to say, so next week we last minute we've unfortunately had to cancel tonight's meeting, but next Thursday we're going to be having a meeting. Big focus will be feedback from parents on remote learning, ideas, anything they want to ask. So the notification will come out on social media through Vola Parents and the school Facebook page. And if you want the link, you literally get in touch, direct message the Vola Parent Council, and they will send you the link. You can sit back and just experience the virtual meeting, or you can interact, so you won't be on the spot, and it's all parents are welcome. So please get involved if it's worthwhile.
Great, excellent. That's something that we're looking forward to next week. Today, I'm really delighted to say that we've got some feedback from a couple of our students coming up just now. Leona and Lucy, who are in 6th year at the moment doing advanced hires. So some really interesting things that they've got to say about the partial return to school. And I'm delighted that we've also got some footage from students working in technical and home economics.
Hi Leona.
Hi.
I'm joining Leona here today as one of our advanced higher art students, and this is our advanced higher art area. You can't see all around, but we've got lots of individual working areas for some of our students here to develop their artistic ideas. But before that, Leona, how has it been for you coming back in this week?
It's been brilliant coming back. I've always looked forward to coming back. I've always had this vision for 6th year, and just coming back means I get to leave on a good note, but I've really looked forward to coming back and doing all my work here instead of at my house.
Oh, that's so good. And it goes without saying we are thrilled to have all of you back this week. When I say all of you, I mean all of you that are here. We don't have everyone back yet. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how it fits in with your advanced higher qualification?
Well, I'm applying for art school, so I'm building up my portfolio now. So I've just sent those away. So my theme for this year's portraiture, which is the same theme for my photography unit. So I'm tying those both in together, and I'm just building up as big and as good as I can a portraiture unit to then send away to unis for my portfolio.
Fantastic. I know you don't mind me touching this. So this is some of the kind of detailed work you're doing and breaking down the anatomy of faces, I take it?
Yeah, so this is my sketchbook work. So every page in that is just little annotations and how I go about things. So for the first few pages is the study of the face and facial features.
I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the detailing in the iris there. It's just wonderful. And this piece here then, is this anything that
that's
would be
one
interested?
of my development stages, so that's watercolour on wood. So I'm going to make a little unit on wooden development stages with watercolour. So I'm going to move on to a bigger size and hopefully scale that up. So it's a sort of a trial development piece. Yeah.
It's still absolutely beautiful. I would cheerfully have that on my wall anywhere. So I guess the final thing to say then is just thank you so much. We're so glad you're back. I hope that your other experiences in the school just now will be as pleasant as this, and I hope that you achieve great success with your qualification.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm joined by Lucy in technical. Is this advanced higher level you're working on, Lucy, or higher?
Advanced higher.
Advanced higher, fantastic. I thought it looked pretty advanced. And this is your first week back in?
Yeah.
Tell us something about what it's like being back in.
I've enjoyed it a lot more. I felt when I was at home it was a lot harder to focus on my work because you've got so many distractions around you. So being back in schools, I've really enjoyed it.
It's great. And I sense that there's some special software that you're using there. Is that something you can do at home as well?
No, I don't have access to it. I know quite a few people do, but it's quite hard, especially because I work on an iPad at home and you can't get Affinity software on an iPad. So.
Okay. And before I go on, has working at home been a tough experience for you, or a pleasant one?
It's definitely been much harder than being in school, and I've not really enjoyed it, to be fair. Right,
so you'd like to get back in then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well let's hope it happens soon then. Okay. And just tell us briefly, what's this part of? What work is this contributing towards?
So in advanced higher you do an assignment and obviously usually an exam as well, but that's obviously cancelled. So this is a part of my assignment, and at advanced higher it's very lenient. You get to choose what you design. So I've decided to do the Pixar lamp, and I redesigned it and then built it, and then I'm going to be advertising it as well.
It's absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, my first impression walking in is that looks workplace ready. You could pretty much walk into a design studio with that kind of work.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, and lovely to see you in the building. It's really great for us here as the staff as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was absolutely terrific, wasn't it, Fiona? Our students are so engaged at the moment. It's really, really nice to see, isn't it?
Yeah, Barry, I was in as sort of senior leader for the senior school on Wednesday when we were both in, actually, when you were the hub manager. And, I was at the door welcoming the pupils, and, it was just lovely to see pupils in person, rather than behind a screen. And I was delighted to see the pupils. I was in a technical class, popped along to music, and, it was great. There was most pupils were there. I saw people doing things, carving things with wood. Mr. Morrison was in there as well, supporting one of our young people, and it was lovely. It was really good. I don't want to make everybody else jealous and thinking, oh, they're in, we're not, but it's lovely just to get a wee bit of normality again, Barry. Really, really nice.
It is, and it's great to smell the beautiful food that the Home Economics Department are preparing wafting down the corridor again, isn't it?
Well, I'm in actually tomorrow in the hub, so I will be making a point of going down that corridor to see if there's any samples that they want me to try. So I'll definitely be doing that tomorrow, Barry.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, thank you so much for joining me today, Fiona. That's all we've got time for this week on Vola TV. Thanks very much for joining us.